everybody, this is Aura from Eat Good Feel Good Freedom from Binge Eating. Our expert coaches are going to take you through a journey of client success stories, sample coaching sessions, and we are going to give you the best tips and tricks on how to stop binge eating and lead you on a path towards your best health, weight loss success, joy, and happiness. We are so delighted that you're here listening to our podcast right now in this moment. So without further ado, let's go! Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like in a weird transition phase.
It's funny, one of my first clients was a nanny who's an artist as well. It's
Cool.
a funny parallel, yeah. But tell me more.
Well,
Tell me more about your weird phase.
about my what?
Your weird phase. You said you're coming out of a weird phase. Tell me more about that.
Oh, I'm in the weird phase.
You're in it.
Yeah.
And what's that? And what is it?
I'm just like leaving my nanny job after being there for so long and moving again is always stressful. It's been slow. I've been doing it over the course of a month, but it's just like I also like spent pretty much all of my money, and I'm currently like I'm what you would call a sugar baby.
Okay.
So, I feel like my cycle of like binging and diet sabotaging has been really like rampant lately because of the stress of like having blown all my money and being reliant on another person.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm there right now, but it's good because my sugar daddy is like really supportive of, he doesn't, I don't really know, I just like saw that he is like really supportive of like me getting healthy, but he's definitely not somebody that I like want to turn to for any like long-term stability.
Yeah, absolutely. You're 21 years old and you want to feel more empowered. And the more you feel more empowered in your life, the less stress you'll actually feel. And the less stress that you feel, the less desire you'll have to sabotage yourself. Because I'm getting the feeling just by what you're saying. I don't know why you got into this sugar baby, sugar daddy situation. If someone convinced you to do it or you did it on your own or how you got into that situation, but I'm getting the feeling that you're actually not liking it very much.
Oh no. No, I like it. It's something that I wanted to do and that I was attracted to because I live a really busy life and like I kind of just don't, I want to be able to lay out what I want from someone out on the table up front and ask them, can you give this to me? And if they can, and I can give them what they want, then I think that it's a really efficient way of having a relationship. It's just like, once it's over, it's over. And, instead of like all of my previous relationships ended so horribly. And like, I'm just like, okay, at least now, if it ends badly, at least I'll have something out of it. I'll have had, 5-star experience, like traveling experiences and like, pleasant company, intellectual company. I'm going to be getting paid. I'm going to be getting business contacts. I'm going to be getting networking. It's really beneficial. I don't know.
Yeah, and absolutely no judgment at all. If this is what you need, for your healing, and if you feel it's beneficial for you, that's good. But I'm wondering what your body is telling you, because your body is you're binge eating. So your body is saying that something in your life is not in alignment, and we're spiritual beings. And
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from 100%. But we are spiritual beings, and what truly makes us happy is what we feel in our hearts. It's not how much money we have in the bank account or the experiences we have. They can help a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's having an open heart. And I feel like a part of you really wants to heal, and you know this on a spiritual level, and that's why you're turning to the food, because the sugar daddy is just a band-aid.
Uh-huh. That's
It's a
interesting. Yeah.
it's a band-aid over a bullet hole wound. And what you said is you had shitty relationships before and you feel hurt. So now it's like you felt used and now you're doing the using. But in a way that's kind of a little bit like revenge. It's not really revenge. I understand you have an agreement. I understand that. But it's not really revenge, but it doesn't feel like something that's opening your heart, but rather closing it. Or do you feel it's opening it?
You know, I don't know. I think it's too
Or are you
early on.
conflicted? Mm-hmm.
What?
Or are you conflicted?
So I think what you're saying is totally valid, but I think I'm switching it because I'm moving out of. So I just moved to Washington. It'll be 3 years in September, and um, I moved here alone. And then a year into my living here, my grandparents moved here.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was living alone, I was not binge eating. I was eating 3 healthy vegan meals a day, plant based, taking care of myself, meditating. I was really I was completely in alignment. Like it was beautiful. And then they moved here and they asked me to move in with them. And they have there's like a lot of like resentment that they hold in their hearts, and they hold on to like physically a lot of items. So the house is always cluttered. And so like I lived with them for almost 2 years. And in that time, I stopped working out every day. I stopped eating healthy. My stress really was, I hated going home. My stress was being at home. So my hope is that this transition into Seattle, like with, pursuing my dreams, pursuing my career, well, not like my forever career, but my career now, and like going to school and, having efficient relationships with people that are striving for more for themselves. That's, that's what I want right
Okay, so
now.
you feel that the situation you're in with this guy is nourishing for your soul?
I feel like leaving the toxic environment in my grandparents' house is gonna help, because I've been like overweight my whole life, and moving out of my parents' house helped me lose like 30 pounds. Just being able to be away and take care of myself and be like, just focus on what I want to and not deal with their emotional baggage. And
Mm-hmm.
then having to move back in with the people that gave them that emotional baggage, it wasn't really the best idea, I think. Even though it's what I needed at the time, like it was part of it was therapeutic, but part of it set me back. So I'm hoping that moving and like starting a new life, well, not a new life, but just like having the opportunity to
So I'm sorry,
create new patterns.
are you moving in with the sugar daddy or away from him?
I'm moving. So part of our arrangement is that he he has an apartment that he wants me to live in, but he's in an open marriage. Okay, so he's from India, and like culturally they have, multiple people, so I'm seeing a married man, yes, and he lives with his wife, and I live in an apartment that he pays for me.
Okay. And so you live there now?
Yeah, I'm sitting outside of it right.
But you're moving out of it.
No, I'm moving into it.
Oh, you're moving into it. Okay, so
Yeah,
here's
I'm
the
moving
thing. So
away.
you're stressed, but you're stressed because there's a change, right? But
Yeah.
I just want to say a few things to you that are really important, okay?
Okay.
First of all, you can change your mind at any time. Just because you are in his house and you have an agreement, you don't owe him anything. You don't owe him your soul. And if
Yeah.
anything does not work for you, if you're unhappy, even if he's not abusive, but if you're unhappy, you can leave and break that contract at any time. You are not a slave.
Yeah. No, I know. He's like, yeah,
This is your
yeah,
choice.
yeah, yeah, totally. I'm pretty firm on my boundaries as far as how I'll tolerate or like what I tolerate, and
Yeah.
my reasoning behind entering into a sugar relationship was that once it didn't feel good anymore, I can leave it without feeling the guilt that I feel leaving a
Well,
regular relationship.
the thing is when your partner, I don't know him, but what may potentially happen is he may feel a loss of control over you, and there may be some backlash to that, some anger. So
Oh, okay. Yeah,
you need to be prepared for
yeah,
any possible situations that may come up, and you need to be prepared to call 911 to protect yourself.
yeah. You're right.
Okay? So have you slept with this person
Yeah,
yet?
yeah. We've been together for a month.
And so it's going well. It's only been a month. You really don't know him. You really don't know what you're getting yourself into. You're just trying it out.
Yeah, I'm just trying it out. I'm just playing it by ear. I, I mean, I'm not too.
And how
I
old is
went out of
he?
the. We went out of the country together.
That's okay. And how old is he?
He's 33.
Okay. So, I mean, again, you're just trying it out. When I was your age, 21, I was in a relationship with a 42-year-old,
Uh huh.
and it wasn't really a sugar daddy baby situation like you're describing it, but the relationship over time became quite controlling and abusive. I'm not saying that's
Yeah.
going to happen to you. You could have an amazing open relationship that totally works for you because he treats you well, you're happy with the situation, you have your freedom, you're both getting your needs met. That could be a possibility, and you want to hope for the best outcome. But you also have to know that
Yeah.
you have that I remember when I was in that situation, I never realized that I had that mentally I didn't realize that I could actually leave at any time.
Yeah. You felt like
I
trapped.
felt responsible. I felt responsible for caring about his emotions more than my own.
Oh, I see.
So I'm just saying that there's all different possibilities, or he may become abusive and in shocking ways that you're not going to expect. So you need to be prepared for that as well,
Yeah.
right? Really firm boundaries are really
Yeah.
important.
Yeah. Boundaries are really important, and I write a lot, and so like I try to stay in touch with what I'm comfortable with and like what I'm not comfortable with, and yeah, that's important to me. Um, because I have been in relationships where like I have cared about the other person's like emotions more than my own, and like even to the point
And
where
that's
my
very typical for us women who do suffer with binge eating. It also, there's a 95% correlation to sexual assault and abuse, which also relates to being codependent and being and manifesting narcissistic partners.
Oh yeah, that's totally, yeah. I can see that for sure.
So you need to be
Yeah,
aware
and I think,
that you can
yeah, and
protect
I think,
yourself.
yeah, and what doesn't help is that my mother is also a flaming narcissist.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you can see there's a lot here for
Yeah,
you to think
and
about and really think. And but what I really want you to do right now is to really do some breathing exercises. Put your hand on your heart and your belly. Just breathe really slowly and just be honest with yourself. What do you really want? What is going to open your heart? And I know you've agreed to something, but you can unagree at any time. Anytime. I know you've had bad experiences, but there are good people in the world also. And
right.
and you deserve love, real love. Not
Yeah,
that you don't love this person. It sounds to me like you
I
don't
don't
know what
love
you're
this person.
saying, but you could love him. So you don't love him.
I don't. It's been a month. Like, I'm not, I
Mhm.
feel like he, he is not my issue. Like, I have a lot of other things in my life that I feel like are of greater concern than him. Um,
Yeah.
but like
Well,
the thing about our relationship is that he is specifically looking for someone that is interested in a dominant submissive dynamic, and I am I'm fine with that. So it's kind of like yeah,
you might be fine with it. You might be fine with it, but right now, but at a certain point you may not be fine with it. And your mind will try and tell you you're okay with it because your need is to get your bills paid, but there's going to be a spirit inside of you, something bigger that's going to speak and is going to say no.
yeah.
Maybe, or it'll say yes. I don't know. But I want you to really get honest with yourself about that. Get
Okay.
honest with yourself. Write, read, do yoga, meditate. Be honest with yourself and trust yourself. Trust yourself. Maybe this is right for you, maybe it's not. But if it's not right for you, trust that something better for you will come along and you don't have to stay around and stick around in an abusive, unhealthy dynamic.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that by nature that a sugar baby and a sugar daddy relationship is like an abusive, unhealthy dynamic?
No. Um, I think that I think that there's so much opportunity in this world for love, and you're so young. And I think that when you're giving your soul away for something that other than love, that's a form of emotional slavery.
Mm. When you give away what?
When you give away your soul for something other than
Yeah.
love, you're in emotional slavery.
Oh, okay.
You're a slave.
Yeah. Wow.
Do you realize that?
Okay. Yeah. I'm a slave. You're saying that I'm a slave.
Yeah. You don't realize it.
I don't. I don't agree.
You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree, but all good things manifest from love. You could love this person. You said you don't love him now. I mean, you obviously like him as a person. That love could grow, could be a good thing or not. But he's already told you that he wants to be in a dominant, submissive relationship with you. So he's already told you that you're not equal to him.
Mm.
And how does that feel in your body? You already told me that you're binge eating a lot and you're eating sugar and you're numbing out and you're coming out of your body. So something is not in alignment. You're not being honest with yourself.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that I'm not being honest with myself about.
You might be going into the situation because you're in fear of finances, versus trusting that you'll actually get it, that you're worthy and capable of getting a good job and supporting yourself, and that everything else will work out without this person in your life.
Right. Interesting.
Something for you to think about. I'm always here if you need me. You can add me to Facebook. Your heart is a little bit more open, and that you're ready to embark on your journey of healing from freedom from binge eating. If you'd like support, help, and coaching from one of our expert coaches, please go to eatgoodfeelgood.ca and sign up for one of our amazing coaching programs to help you personally on your journey, grow, transform, and become the best version of you. Live your happiest life. Love you guys.